You know Scrooge McDuck? Remember Scrooge McDuck?
Yes.
She's got this big pile of gold in the middle of her living room, and she's like, nothing to see here. No, oh, hang on a minute. Hey, dude who I'm having an affair with and who I just put on this case, come and get a bucket, fill it up with gold, and take it back. And no, I don't know why I'm doing something wrong there at all.
Right. Well, okay, so to your point, there was a moment where, they kept asking her that the allegations, a lot of them, stem from all of these lavish trips that the two took together, which the thought process, I guess, is that he paid for them on his credit card. But she's like, no. I reimbursed him for my half, but it was just cash. So sorry, I don't have any receipts, or like I never deposited the money anywhere.
Where's the IRS, right? They come after you on everything. You any little discrepancy and they come after you, and they weaponize the IRS. People, this is one of the things that, again, we keep telling you guys, over and over and over and over again. They are going to come for you eventually. Yes. If you do not get engaged, if you do not get involved in your local politics, they're coming for you.
Yeah. Well, look. Fani has a very reasonable explanation for why she doesn't know what cash came from where, and the fact that she just repays people thousands and thousands of dollars in cash in the first place. Watch.
But I always have cash at the house. That has been, I don't know, all my life. If you're a woman and you go on a date with a man, you better have $200 in your pocket. So if that man acts up, you can go where you want to go. So I keep cash in my house.
You can do that with a credit card.
I don't keep cash as good in my purse like I used to, because I don't go on many dates. But when you go on a date,
is that the only time you go out?
So my question was, where did that cash originally come from? If it didn't come out of the bank,
cash is fungible. I had cash for years in my house. So for me to tell you the source of when it comes from, when you go to Publix and you buy something, you get $50, you throw it in there. It's been my whole life. When I took out a large amount of money on my first campaign, I kept some of the cash of that. To tell you, I just have cash in my house. I don't have as much today as I would normally have, but I'm building back up now. So you just put money in. It's a very good practice. I would advise it to all women.
So you can't identify when you came into this cash or where the cash came from.
Kamala Harris.
I didn't say I couldn't identify it. Nobody gives me anything. I am sure that the source of the money is
literally
always the
like
work,
the top
sweat, and tears of
attorney
me. What you asked
in Fulton County.
Doomed?
When did the money go in there? What I am trying to tell you is
this is a diversity
I got
hire.
divorced in 2005 from my husband.
And
no, it's important. You said, where did the money come from? And I need to tell you where the money came from.
Oh boy.
And so for many years, I have kept money in my house. That money in my worst days has probably only been $500 or $1,000. At my best days, I probably had $15,000 in my house at cash. At all times, there's going to be cash in my house, or wherever I'm laying my head.
The money that you paid Mr. Wade, the cash, in October of 2022, you do not know where that money came from.
I do know where it came from. It came from my sweat and tears.
You know which
my
job
sweat
it came
and
from.
tears.
Did it come
Did
from
she
Fulton
really
County,
say
or did
my
it come
sweat
from a
and
private
tears?
job?
It came from, what are you talking about?
Willis. By the way, all the criminals in her area right now are going, right, wait till she leaves and we're going to rob a house. And then we're going to rob a house again.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone. It's like, where'd you keep it? Oh, keep it under the mattress. Like,
Yeah. Well, so there's a safe in the closet, and the code is 465. And that's where I keep all of my money.
Yeah. So when I'm out, or I carry like $200 on me so you can rob me as well. Like,
now, we don't have this because it just happened not that long ago as of the time of this taping. But her dad is a former Black Panther, and he took the stand today, and he was like, "Look, this isn't a racist thing, but like Black people keep a lot of cash." Like he tried to just say, like, "Look, it's a Black thing. All right, we like our cash. We just keep cash. That's just what we do. Come on." And so it, I don't know, but it's so embarrassing. How is Fulton County not so embarrassed right now of their top dog, DA?
How did she
get diversity? She's a diversity hire.
How did she get there in the first place? I mean, this is the thing. It's so insulting. I say this, Sarah, when what's her name got booted out of Harvard, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people said it's race, right? There are so many other people who are Black that did it the right way and worked their asses off and got up, and she took the job from that person, right? Why don't people talk about that? Why don't people talk about that there are plenty of other people that could have taken that job? They're actually qualified.
Right.
You don't have to dumb it down and have somebody like this who's I mean, imagine this. Well, where'd you keep the money? Well, I mean, where'd you get the money from? Well, it was from the last bank robbery I did. Oh, I am so sorry. Like she said, it was from her campaign.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know the campaign finance rules very well, but maybe as a loan repayment, I don't know. But that's a really great reason to have a freaking paper trail. Just saying. So there was a moment, the whole time they're establishing the relationship between the two of them. When it took place, she did have one of her friends like stab her in the back and say, yeah, they were dating as far back as 2019 before this guy got his
Tell the
position.
truth. Or tell the truth.
Right, exactly. Right. Thank you. And so the whole time they're establishing this relationship, and at one point, it got really it almost seems like now she has a personal vendetta against her boyfriend, probably not current boyfriend after this exchange. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, I'm pretty sure we're about to watch Fani Willis basically telling the whole world that Nathan Wade had erectile dysfunction.
Oh, snap.
Last area, briefly.
Yes, sir.
You had contact with Mr. Wade in the year 2020, correct?
I had some contact with Mr. Wade.
Then
You
yes.
explain when you say some contact. Please tell us, talking about 2020.
I had some contact with Mr. Wade in 2020. One of the reasons your allegations are so preposterous, or Ms. Merchants that you have joined, is...
Ma'am,
No, no,
I
no,
didn't
no.
ask you about the allegations. I asked you about your contact. That's all I ask you, okay? I appreciate that you want to say something, but I'm interested in, did you have contacts with Mr. Wade in 2020? And your answer so far has been yes, correct?
Very limited contact because Mr. Wade had a form of cancer that makes your allegations somewhat ridiculous.
I do appreciate the
I'm not going to
characterization.
emasculate a black man, but I'm just telling you.
I'm
that
sorry, what?
I'm not going to emasculate a black man. Did you understand that?
All
Well, I
right,
don't
let's
think we
get
should
back on
discuss
track.
further.
Mr. Sadow, next question.
First of all, I'm pretty sure you just emasculated a black man because you said all that needed to be said. But also, are you going to emasculate a white man?
Well, why is it all about? I don't get this. Like, why is everything about race? If all you got to do is go back 6 years ago, and people didn't put like white or black or Hispanic or Asian before they said something. Why is it all about that?
Because it's
Answer
what
the
works
question,
for them.
Sarah. I want to know.
Because it's what works for them. Because we are living in the oppression Olympics, and you get points in this country if you are oppressed, and you get even more points on which categories you can. If you can check multiple categories, if you are, let's say, a black trans woman, which they always use, it's like, well, now you've won the oppression Olympics because you are more oppressed than the next person. It's like value to them. It's like, I mean, it's worth nothing, of course, but to them, it's worth everything, it seems like.
Well, but nobody really believes this in the real world. Like, nobody wants to be defined by that. No one of any worth anyway. And I think we're seeing the push. The push is coming back. People are like, hang on a minute, like, don't be defining me like that. Right. I can stand on my own 2 feet. Yeah. I can go into this, I can go into that. You're not going to categorize me like that. So I need some kind of like affirmative action. It's just utter bullshit. Yeah. It's the most racist thing ever. This has to end, and people have to stop doing it, because it really is that they are succeeding in dividing people. Mm-hmm. But I do feel that the pendulum is swinging the other way. Like I said, I think people are saying now, hey, listen, I'm not cool with that. I don't want you saying that anymore. Like, I'm a being, I'm a person that can stand on my own 2 feet. I don't need these other things that qualify who I am. I mean, like I always say, you know this, the immutable characteristics of a human being are the least interesting things about them.
Spoken like a true white man.
White man.
Just saying toxic white man over here. Okay, before we go, I would say the most important part of this particular hearing is Dressgate or Zippergate. So Fani Willis, she's wearing this dress, right? Well, first of all, her American flag pin is sideways. But her dress. I think her dress is on backwards. That's the zipper that's supposed to go in the back.
We've all done it.
No, I've literally never worn a dress that way. So here's a picture of the dress. I wish we had a picture of the dress from the store that it was bought, because someone on social media found the dress on the online store, and it most definitely does not zip up in the front. That she put her dress on backwards.
Most of them don't.
No, I've literally never worn a dress like that where you have a zipper like that.
Although I can imagine,
in the front.
I mean, you're kind of like, I don't know, like, it's like that bra thing that women do, right?
Yeah.
We kind of go, sugar, bra. And I've never understood that. Like, you know, most dudes we struggle getting our jacket on, and women go, bra. I don't understand
My
that.
next magic trick, bra.
So maybe she's like, you know what, I'm making it easy.
Yeah.
I'm all about efficiency. Zip at the front.
Well, I hear she is pretty easy, so maybe that is the
Spicy.
Spicy. Reason. But for the record, my input on Zippergate is that Fani Willis was absolutely put her dress on backwards. 110. Sara Gonzales said it today. Mark it. Whatever day today is, February whatever, 16th. Sara Gonzales confirms Fani Willis is dumb enough to put her dress on backwards. And there you have it. Yes, over the break, we grabbed these pictures. That is the dress. And there is clear pictures of her wearing this dress, the tie, everything. That is the dress she was wearing. It very clearly zips up in the back. And she is such a moron. She put on her dress backwards. Oh my gosh. Matt, this is...
I don't see the problem personally.
Does it feel different?
It's a thing.
Oh my God, she just started a new trend.
Everyone's going to be
now
doing it.
You're doing it.
Yeah, you know it. I'm a dedicated follower of fashion. No, I feel like I can't do this.
It feels a little. Does it feel a little Chris Farley-ish?
Oh yeah, I just like. How do you put on a dress backwards? Like put on a jacket backwards? Like what are you thinking?
If you've been a woman for like approximately 2 days, you would understand that those zippers are meant for back, not the front.
Don't misgender me.
Also, I'm sorry, she needs a proper bra. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that out there. You don't have to comment on that. That's
I'm not going to.
My own comment that I will own. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.